Probably curse us for even leaving him behind.
I laugh if, ironically, he says red mail is for cowards. Because we're not going to get it. Or the blue mail, even.
Yep, no mail upgrades. No safety items at all. No shields. That'll make laser bridge fun.
We get a Majora's Mask one. I'll accept that.
Uncle just leaves us behind to save himself.
And, wow, they get the... How lucky of them. They get a singular bomb.
So that was a quick map check. I did not see what it was, though. I think I saw a crystal down on desert, though.
I saw a crystal at desert, and we have 2 pendants at the other 2 locations, so... And we have the required store from Uncle, and we got 20 rupees in the lamp chest, as I'm calling it. I don't know what it's actually called. The first.
Yep, and since this is standard, this is a forced escape, so they will all have to go through here. It gives them their lamp and their sword right off the bat, though, so that's nice.
No, that wasn't a lamp. They got 20 rupees. So they get a cone of light for free for the escape. And interesting that we had a couple of people go left and a couple of people go right. I'm not sure which way is faster, actually.
I think it's equidistant. I don't think it really matters.
All right, well, this is the first guard checkpoint. Let's see what's inside.
Just a single arrow.
A single arrow. It's not the single arrow because we don't know if it's... because there's more than one.
Yep, I hope you all like single arrows checks. We're going to be seeing a lot of them.
And Sinhe, I think, was doing or at least one of our runners, I forget who already, was doing a little bit of a sword duel with one of the guards.
Alright, second checkpoint has...
And they kill the guard first. Nice execution there from MrBarrybondz.
Just a key.
Well, it's the key they need in order to get through the rest of his escape, so that was going to be showing up sooner or later. And we're down to Zelda Cell. Surprised to go with sword strats. I would usually go with pot strats if I'm at the early game like this. And so
That's a huge item right away. That nice mirror gets him back out of the escape pretty quick.
yeah, that is a really good item. And everyone's gonna be getting that too. Works them right at the entrance, saves them maybe 2 minutes of getting back to the throne room.
Yeah, really nice item to find there. Just gotta dodge the snakes, and then we will
And
check
we're
out
going up to
the
the
sewer chests.
Yeah. And we have the flute! Oh, wow!
2 very nice items right off the bat.
Yeah, they are a glove upgrade away from, or 2 glove upgrades, rather, from, Actually, you know what that opens up right away? That opens up Hera. They can go straight to Hera.
Yes, they can. And as we said, since this is all dungeons, all 10 dungeons will be killed, plus both Aghanim fights.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if Aghanim was required in all dungeons or not.
Yep, both of them are. And there's another silver arrow and a map.
I didn't miss the first chest, though. I guess I'll catch you here when Sinhe checks. Oh, it was cash. Nice. Another silver. Yeah, another silver arrow. There's just another singular wooden arrow. And with the map here, that means this last chest is an item. And let's see what it is on Elminster's end. It is... That was the hook shot! Because I didn't see their arrow count go up.
No, they have 2 arrows now. That was a single yellow arrow.
No, they have 2 arrows. Look, Sinhe still has 2 arrows coming in. Yeah, that's a hook shot.
All right, so they're getting a lot of nice items really early.
Because, yeah, that hook shot also means that they can check the east side of the Hebrew Mountains. And, yeah, it is the Hebrew Mountains. I've actually been told otherwise, that it's not Death Mountain in the Light World.
All right, let's see what Aghanim's Cave has today.
We have...
We had something there. I didn't see what it was.
the Cane of Brian. Not too helpful because, again, the consumption's been shot through the roof. But it's a nice safety to have against Blind or maybe even Spike Cave.
I can't tell if that's a red cane or a blue cane. No, it looked like red to me.
It looked blue to me.
We'll find out in a bit.
Mushroom. I didn't quite see what was there.
Just a singular bomb down the Thief's Hut.
And we see Kermit actually went a different route. He's going to check the south side of Hyrule. Oh, it's just another one of the singular arrows. That was at Mushroom.
Alright, let's see what wealth Kakariko may hold for us today.
Yeah, they're going to be hoping for like the hammer or something because that's immediately their primary source of damage for the majority of the run. And let's see here, we got 4 items coming from Elminster. That's another arrow. That's another bomb. 5 rupees. And another bomb, but let's see what's in the back.
So far, nothing of worth in Blind's Hut. There's our Master Sword already.
Alright. So they have everything they need to fight Ganon. Except, you know, clearing the goal.
I was so hoping that'd be on the pedestal.
Yeah, I know what's due. And Kermit's doing the race. Was there something here that I didn't see? Oh, one of the treasured pieces of heart is here. And we have 20 rubies in the well. Along with another singular arrow. Another piece of heart. A bomb. And a 5 rupees.
Yeah, so Kakariko is not coming up with too much right now.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I missed the item that the merchant had. I guess I'll catch you here on MrBarrybondz. Oh, it's just a piece of art.
Let's see what the Chicken Hut has.
Another piece
More
of art.
heart.
So they're already 1 heart piece away combined for having this, and we see MrBarrybondz getting their flute active. You're about to hear it in a minute, folks. We're not even 10 minutes in. Oh, he's not getting his flute active.
Probably gonna check out the rest of the town first. And then probably make that play up to Hera, like you said.
Well, the launching requires the flute active. go, folks. You know what time it is. Get them in the chat. Swag duck time.
A nice little serenade by Sinhe.
Yeah, we're listening to his audio today. And yeah, we know we're only 3 of the 12 heart pieces are. Except for this, that's not enough to survive a hug from Ganon, I don't think.
Yep, the max you can go on input with is 6 hearts overall.
Heck, I don't even think you can survive getting bit by the chain chomps at that low health.
Chain Chomps will do 4 hearts of damage, so, and I believe a Ganon Hug does as well. It's gonna be quite painful. So this is kind of see we're gonna go out of your way to get heart containers where normally you'd probably just pass most of them up.
Yeah. So we're just gonna be seeing the mold arm here.
Yep, let's see what mini mold arm wants first tonight.
Five items here. There's also I like to call the Light World Hype Cave. There's our 4th heart piece that we got a thing, and we have a glove!
Gloves are really nice.
And another heart piece to get them started on their next heart container. So they're literally a hammer away from Dark World access, although I think they're going to kill Aghanim regardless. They just need to find that lamp. Sinhe checking the old man here. And he has the Moon Pearl! That means our Moon Pearl is lamp locked, which means the lamp is somewhere in the light world.
When the Salvation check, they still have Desert check, and they can't go up to Hera.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that if they're supposed to fight Aghanim for the Dark World access, that means the lamp is required. So yeah, we might be having to force the Aga.
Well, we have Force Aga anyway, it's all dungeons, so we have to call Aga regardless.
Well, yes, but I'm saying just for Dark World access, they may have a forced Aga.
True.
Because by the logic, the Moon Pearl was lamp locked, and they expect you to have lamp and the Master Sword for at least to climb and fight Aga 1. Dark World check here. Turtle Rock is our last pendant, and we have 5 and 6 at Skullwoods and Thieves Town.
Not a bad array.
I mean, we're gonna have to kill all those dungeons regardless, but good to know where our pendants are.
Yeah, so there's no pendant Thieves Town, pendant Turtle Rock, so you can kind of route that in when you go up to Gan's Tower at the end.
And with the pendant and Thieves Turtle Rock, that also means that we're gonna have some good time. What am I trying to say? Cadence of Maria can't be on pedestal, amongst other things.
Neither rod can be on pedestal either.
And we have just the big key and the compass to start off as off in Hera. Inside Spectral Rock, west a piece of heart. And we see MrBarrybondz is going for that part piece in the Spectacle Rock.
Can't really blame him. I mean, you want to get as much hearts as you can.
Yeah, no shame in that. Having some extra help is nice in this mode, especially considering how little help you get. And we have the boots! Boots are in the Tower of Hera big chest. Which means you're gonna bounce across the gap.
Yep, you gotta go fast.
Now here's the thing. If Moldorm has the key, then that means we are lamp-locked here with the other item in Hera. But if Moldorm has the item, that means the small key has locked itself in the basement. Which is not a glitch, folks. That is actually a new thing that they put in the logic as of version 28.
No one wants to go down to Hera's basement anyway.
Yeah. For clarification, folks, what I'm trying to say, small keys or big keys can lock themselves if they are. It's the only thing they open.
Let's see what Moldorm Herald. Moldorm holds the key.
So that means we have an item in the basement.
Alright, so we'll might have to come back here later on. We don't know for sure quite yet.
Yeah, we need to find that lamp, which is somewhere in Lightworld. We can confirm that because the Moon Pearl is lamp locked. And I think this is the first time we're checking a Paradox Cave here. I missed the 2 items below. We have the Titan's Bit!
That gives us desert access, and we can complete Desert Node as well as checking around the Mire area. And we got our 1 bottle.
The one and only bottle with a free blue potion in it. Now that blue potion doesn't heal you only heals you for 1 heart, and only gives you 1/4 of your magic restored.
Yeah, not the best of return on investments for sure, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Bottle was in Paradox Cave. Elminster found it. Now we're about to see the lower 2 items here because I did miss those. We have Singular Bomb and 5 rupees. And we have Elminster actually checking Death Mountain here. Checking the Super Bunny Cave, as we call it.
I believe we have another 2 chests over here. 2 or 3? 2 chests.
We have 2 chests here, and then we have another forward hookshot cave. Not to mention they can check the medallion required for Turtle Rock. 20 rupees.
Big 20 on that one, and big 20 on that one. So just more money.
Yeah, just more money. Let's see what let's see what's in Hookshot Cave.
BBB Kermit grabbing his Moon Pearl.
And
he's gonna check out Turtle Rock first to see what he needs over here.
And today we need Bombos to enter Turtle Rock.
Float Island only having a rupee.
No, it is an arrow.
Yeah, sorry.
And we found the bow! It's in Hookshot Cave!
Really nice pickup there.
You also have a bomb, another bomb, and another heart piece.
So Elminster looking good on his hearts. He's the only more 4 more heart containers in the game.
3 more. Stick Kid has, for us, the Book of Medora!
So this seed is throwing items hot and heavy.
Yeah, so what do we have on the ledge? We just have a single ruby. And Sinhe is going into Desert Palace via the book. This is our first check of this area as we are seeing Spiral Cape on Elminster's end. What do we got there? We have another hard piece. He is down to 2 remaining.
Yep, he's almost at max life for the seed now. Sinhe not too far behind him. He does have the 5th heart already as well.
Yeah, all 4 runners have got the Moon Pearl at this point. Seed's been oddly generous as we find another arrow in the desert.
Makes you think in the back of your mind is, when is this going to go south?
Yeah, when is this going to go south? As they find the big key on the torch, that means boots are required for this seed. Mitzvah Paradox, and I believe the other one was at Mini Moldorm Cave. So anyone who doesn't have it yet has yet to check that location.
Alright, let's see what Sarashula has today for us in his closet. 1 bomb, 20 rupees, and the 1 more bomb, so not too much there.
We do not know where the lamp is, Meowsticks, but we know that it's somewhere in Light World because the old man has had the Moon Pearl. So it is available to our runners. We just don't know where. And it's not going to be in desert because we got both items. A Shadow Jerk. It cannot be an Eastern. It cannot be an escape because we started an escape. This is a standard mode race.
Elminster making the play into Eastern Palace.
And MrBarrybondz is right behind him using spin speed.
And Sinhe is going to check out Agnina. And there's a can of Samaria in Eastern.
So, yeah, I was right. It was Keenan Bryant. So, there's Arcane, and that's important for Elminster, because that is required to enter Turtle Rock. Single arrow at Agin... or, there. Yeah, Agina. Find the map in Eastern Palace.
Bonk Cave has just 50 rupees. And Kermit's gonna go take out Moldorm. Gets bonked back up the ledge.
I've actually seen a clip in which someone got bonked to Dino's left at Moldorm 2. It just falls into the pit. It was amazing. And we've had the big key here in Eastern Palace. It's right on the way, so they're going to check the big chest. And it's the compass, which means... that means our remaining 2 items are technically lamp locked, so the lamp's not in Eastern Palace.
So it wasn't Eastern, it wasn't in Desert. It wasn't in Hera. It could be Hera. It can't be Hera Basement either.
You know what I think? You know what I'm thinking? Zora. They have the gloves. They can actually walk. By the logic, they can walk over to Zora.
That's definitely the next possibility. And Sinhe grabbing the Titans from the Thief.
And actually, with Titans being available as well, Checkerboard Cave is also an option. Because even though they'll turn into a bunny without the Moon Pearl, they can still mirror and get up to that ledge.
I believe Ice Cave was just rupees. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it was rupees as well. Flute was actually on their way out of escape, which is forced by all runners. So everyone has that. Everyone has the mirror as well, because that was in Zelda's chest.
Someone in chat bringing up King's Tomb as well that we can check now.
Ah, good point. Well, here's Ice Rod Cave. It's just 5 rupees.
Yep, I was pretty sure that's what that was. I remember seeing it earlier.
Yeah, Moon Pearl is out of object, like Cyclone's saying, because it is lamp locked. and that means that it cannot be in, and that means lamp is in the light world.
Sinhe is gonna go check the mire location that they can.
I did not catch that medallion.
I didn't either. It went too fast.
Well, you know the Turtle Rock is at least Bombos. And just some minor pickups here for Elminster going to fight the Armos Knights. Setting up for the quick kill. Oh!
Takes a hit. 20 rupees for his trouble.
We have the Fire Rod!
That's a nice pickup.
Okay, now here's the thing. That puts Hera back on the table because you can where the lamp is.
Yes, you got Fire Rod to light the torch in the Hera basement.
And I think that's exactly where Sinhe is going.
It looks like Elminster's heading down towards the Thieves Town area to check out the Village of Outcasts.
Yes. And MrBarrybondz collecting his items from Sir Hostile. As far as business, lamp, while it's not technically required anymore, the logic expects you to have the lamp for dark rooms.
Elminster grabbing their Book of Medora so they can help read the desert if they so choose.
Same with Barrybondz. And yes, magic consumption is a much bigger deal now because they don't. Magic is at a premium. If they want to light torches, ideally they want to use the lamp. But as they only gonna have 8 fire rod shots.
Yeah, with one potion, they only get one potion of their choice also, and it doesn't even restore most of their magic back.
And I see that someone just subscribed to Prime, Killier, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Thank you very much.
And there's Bombos in the serum.
And that is huge. Because that gives them... That takes away any and all worries about Cold Stare.
Gives them Turtle Rock access also.
That's right. And for those of you wondering what I'm getting at here, if they did not have Bombos, they would need to use Fire Rod shots to break through Cold Stare's ice barrier. And it requires a full magic gauge to do so without half magic. But with Bombos, that allows them to use just about a quarter of their magic for one cast, and it'll break the shell instantly.
So just some arrows in the dig game.
Yeah, the logic expects you to have Boom Pearl before you go up to Aghanim, I believe. But you also need the lamp to get up to Aghanim anyway, so... It kind of is a contradiction there.
Alright, Elminster returning the frog.
Overcave only having a single arrow. I do not know what is replaceable as Arcaneers, actually. I think there are just some dud chests and we have yet to hit them. Probably a lot more single arrows than single bombs.
Yeah, that's what the Dun chests are filled with. They're filled with the single resource. Alright.
Your ledge being checked by MrBarrybondz.
Let's see what Stumpy has for us today. Just some bombs.
And a bomb at graveyard ledge. Kingston only has a single bomb, so...
And another bomb found by Kermit.
I'm starting to think Zora has the lamp.
We checked the Gina. It wasn't a Gina, so yeah, it's got to be Zora at this point.
Zora or in the basin of Hera. Now, these runners are all fine with darkroom navigation. But for those who are not, finding that lamp's a big thing.
Well, it's not just darkroom navigation, though, anymore. It's, as you said, it's the magic consumption ratio.
Yeah, the lamp is far more efficient at lighting fires than the fire rod. And magic is kind of at a premium because their recovery rate is not that great with their potions. No one's found flippers yet, so no one's done fake flippers, actually.
Bombos has the last one of the last pieces of heart.
Nice. Yeah, lamp.
Almost getting grabbed by the Sealing Master. What was it you were saying?
Someone's saying that the bridge bump could have the lamp. That depends if the flippers are in Dark World or not. If they are in the Dark World, then no. Because, again, you need the Moon Pearl to gain Dark World, and the Moon Pearl is lamp locked. Because it's in the dark.
Sinhe finishing up with Eastern Palace.
And we missed what Hype Cave was. Unfortunately, I didn't quite catch what it was.
I don't think it was anything to note. I think it was a Slacker Cave today.
Sweet as Abyss. Moon Pearl is on Old Man, and you need the lamp technically to find your way through the dark to get him out of his cave. And they don't expect you to have do anything in Dark World without the Moon Pearl.
Elminster closing on his fire route, so we'll see if he makes the return up to Hera as well. Well, he hasn't even cleared it once yet.
And we're seeing thieves down here. I haven't been keeping an eye on what the items here. We got a single arrow. Yes, Nick Mustache. We did find both items in desert. It was just minor resources. And we have confirmation, thank you, that it is Quake for Mystery Mire.
Alright, so that's one more medallion in play that we need. So that's one more medallion that could be on the pedestal. Nick must bring up a good point that desert is now cleanable, so we could kill Lamola, but they don't have an item yet.
And Dragon Master in chat is keeping track of our pedestal required. What could be a pedestal? Flippers or the Quake Medallion. So it's just 2 items. But then again, we have the book, so we can just cast away all doubt if we need to.
And there's the fire rod by Elminster. See if he heads over to Hera at this point.
Walter, Bombos was at Sea House.
Looks like Elminster's going to finish off desert.
And we have a blind fight going on under MrBarrybondz. So we have a pizza pun from blind.
So blind will always take exactly 9 shots regardless of what weapon you hit him with. It's kind of a scripted fight in a way.
Yes. And as current enters, we find the map on blind. And it looks like there might be an item in the big chest that is, because they have a key. I wasn't fully paying attention to the items in some of these dungeons, unfortunately.
Alright, Elminster is going up there Death Mountain now.
Oh, someone's pointing out that there could be an Ether tab. You are absolutely right. Because of the book.
We'll probably get our first look into the basement of Hera coming up shortly once Elminster gets over there.
Yeah, Elminster's not going to leave anything to chance. These items could be important. And also, one of his last heart pieces is on top of Spectacle Rock, so he's definitely going to go get that.
And Elminster is the first of the 6th heart. Nice for him to pick that up.
Yeah, he does not need to worry about heart containers anymore, and he is going into the Hera basement. Actually, oh, he hasn't been here at all.
Nope, this is his first exploration of base just to kill Modorm.
So yeah, we know that the boots are here in Hera. We do not know what the second item is. And Sinhe is on their way to Mothula, 1 room away. No. I don't... Alright. He's running away from this Helmosaur. He could have just walked in the door. Now, he has to be... Okay, he's fine. That Wallmaster can grab you out of the pit and send you back to start.
Let's see how Mothula handles today. Gotta be a little careful here not to get hit.
As soon as you said that.
Oops.
And Mob decides to slap him with his wing. Or her wing. I don't know what the gender of these bosses are.
Yeah, they're probably ingendrous. And Elminster grabbing their boots so they can go fast now.
Nicely done. Schrodinger, there's a reason why I didn't have to use the blue potion. It only heals 1 heart.
Oop, careful there, Elminster, you don't get bumped off.
Someone's asking max heart 6 or 7. It is 6. Elminster has all the hearts he can ever have in this run.
And he had just cleared out Moldorm. He'll probably pop back in and check the basement out.
Yeah, and I'll probably also check Ether tabloids in the area too. Do no stone unturned here. He needs to find a lot of stuff.
So I just placed a link in chat. If you guys want to see exactly what's different, feel free to click that link and then scroll down to where it says Expert. That'll give you exactly what they're looking at today.
And it sounds like we have slammed them off on Sinhe's end. And
we have a little bit of technical difficulties. Please stand by. We'll get this fixed as soon as possible.
yes, apologies for it, folks. Seems that we are getting our stream back up.
Yep, we will be there momentarily, guys. Apologize for that.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on here. Oh, there is a check, maybe? Hopefully we can see the basement item.
Okay, we look to be back alive now. Basement item is the lamp.
The lamp!
So the game expects you to go to Meyer to get the fire rod to get the lamp. That is cruel.
Yes. And Elminster is not checking the tablet unless we missed it during that window in which we lost footage.
Elminster looks like they'll be clearing out their Aghanim 1.
Yes, and Sinhe collects 20 rupees in the big chest in Skull Woods.
Kermit making their way over to their blind fight.
And it seems that Elminster's frame rate is not the best right now. Hopefully it'll get fixed here soon enough. Meanwhile,
Thankfully, it's Aghanim 1, so there's not too much we need to pay attention to us until it's dead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, MrBarrybondz is going to fight Lamolas, and BB Kermit is fighting Blind. And we're getting a graveyard that's checked by Sinhe. Yep. We know it's something important.
Alright, we look like we're back up to speed on all 4 streams at this point. Elminster is a little bit behind on his timer, so he's going to be about a minute behind.
Yeah. And it looks like we're trying to fix it, yeah. As best we can. MrBarrybondz has discovered the fire rod and has picked it up.
Alright, looks like Barrybond's gonna go finish off Desert now.
Ooh, and I just realized Kermit must have taken a depth of blind. Ouch. He's gonna have a little bit of a harder fight now.
Yep, the opening position's gonna be slightly changed.
Sinhe is now picking up their bombos, so they're gonna have access to the Turtle Rock here in a little while. Still need that hammer though. That's a good question. Where is our hammer? Oh, you know what? I just realized something.
What's that? Ooh, no. Kermit taking a second death of blind, unfortunately.
So, Elminster is fighting Aghanim not out of necessity. Our owners are going to be forced to fight him because they can't reach Palace of Darkness. They don't have the flippers or the hammer to reach that side of the Dark World.
Very true. They would have had to fight him regardless since it is all dungeons, but yeah, it's now he actually unlocks something, so that's nice to know.
Yeah, I think Elminster saw read between the lines here and is fighting Aghanim early just so he can get access to Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, it's very possible. It's definitely a smart call.
It'll be even smarter call. We find both the flute and the hammer are over there.
Kermit, unfortunately, getting the lost to blind again, unfortunately.
Yeah, blind is not an easy fight when you have so little health. And unfortunately, an arrow at the ledge.
I do want to say, please give all 4 of these runners a follow. It's been a heck of a race so far.
Yes, please do. And also thank you to our trackers, Math Girl and Maxim, I forget the name.
Maximini.
Maximini.
Yep. Thank you both for your hard work behind the scenes. Without you guys, this would be a much more tedious job of commentating, so we really appreciate your work behind the scenes. And of course, thank you to Fiesel and the Speed Gaming Network for putting on these daily races. These are always a fun blast to watch.
And a blast to commentate sometimes. Elminster checking Agnes gave. We know this is not going to pay out in the slightest. Meanwhile, MrBarrybondz is heading back to go deal with the moth. And Kermit is still struggling on blind.
Sinhe heading up there also to go to hit towards their blind fight.
Yeah, I have to ask you here, Dark Falls. At one point you say, I'll come back later to deal with blind, because he's not going to get as very much stronger after this.
No, I mean, you're here, you might as well do it. There's no point in leaving, you're not going to get much more to help you. The only thing he could hope for is possibly the Canis Samaria, which might help a tad, but that's about it.
Yeah, Canis Samaria will let him basically just hug blind to death. It's actually one of my favorite strategies to do for the lulls. Alright, he's got a phase 2. He's got his blue potion at the ready. Only gonna heal him 1 heart. Takes the drink.
There we go. And blind has gone down.
There we go. That 1 heart from the potion saved him.
Yeah, and in expert mode, you kind of have to just deal with a boss with what you have. I mean, you don't want to play on tilt, so you don't want to get angry at it. But there's no point in leaving. That's going to waste more time coming back eventually.
Yeah. And it looks like MrBarrybondz in that time has killed them off and is checking this last chest.
That's the big key. Oh,
So-
Mr. going on to finish Desert as well.
I mean, they need to do it eventually. And everyone, he's probably the best equipped to fight all the dungeons at this point.
So we have powder on the pedestal.
Powder on the pedestal. Well, that's actually perfectly fine. Unless the bat has something. Because, folks, the magic powder does not turn anti-fairies into fairies. Instead, it turns them into singular hearts. And yes, they can just use the fake powder to check that location. I am fully aware of that. But we don't know where the mushroom is. For all we know, the mushroom could be the magic bat item.
I'll mention just to make quick work of Lamola's.
And BB Kern is starting to dig holes. He's going to be somewhat disappointed in what he finds.
Yep, not too much in the dig game today, unfortunately.
And it's kind of a longer dig game, too. Oh, wow, actually, that's a little bit more decent because it's 10 arrows, not 1.
And Sinhe is going to find out the same news. No one's still checked Zora yet. That's a little surprising.
Yeah, we could still potentially have a situation in which Powder leads to Mushroom leads to Shovel leads to one of our 2 missing items for Goma, which happens to be Quake or Flippers. And someone's asking what Zora and Cash are stats. We don't know. No one's gone up that way to check.
It'll be amusing if Zora has flippers today.
And the last ones are being checked. 10 rubies for one of their most precious bombs. I guess they use a blast furnace there.
Save my brother's life, you get a bomb in return.
And we're seeing the purple just being brought back. And it seems my fun did not go unnoticed.
Alright, so Barrybondz is now done with Terra Hera. Probably gonna dip back in to grab his lamp in the basement.
Yeah, I would not deny that. He would also probably be wise to check the tablet while he's up here.
That was a nice play by Elminster and Barrybondz to come to Hera and I knew they could finish it. Just to make one play at it, whereas Sinhe and Kermit will have to go back there eventually.
Yeah, Kermit doesn't even have his fire rod yet. And there was a wise use of King Samari there, setting up for the coffee break strategy. Now, I've actually set that up with a bomb, which is fairly interesting because it's on a timer. Oh, we're getting our first chunk of the Bombos tablet here, I think, by VVV Kermit.
Elminster checked that earlier. That's how they got their 6th start.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. My bad.
Stealth was blocking the fire beam. Barrybondz does grab his lamp though.
Yep, and now he's on sequence as far as we are aware.
And Elminster finishing up with the Skull Woods. Probably gonna dip down to check out to finish off Thieves Town at this point.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad play here. And we're actually gonna... And BB Kermit's checking Hype Cave here. We missed the items here before, but let's see what they were.
One arrow.
And in the back. One bomb.
One arrow.
2 arrows. 1 ruby. And another bomb. So pretty dud-shaped. That is most definitively dud-shaped.
Yep, that's the Cave of Infinite Sadness, I believe.
Yeah, cave formerly known as Hype. That's why I've started calling Paradise Cave actually is Mountain Hype Cave. Because it just has much more punch to it with its 7 items.
Alright, we have Sinhe making the play down towards probably the fake flipper section now.
Barrybondz is trying to do a trick of water walking, but he failed it.
So we will finally see what Zora's been hiding from us.
Yeah, Sinhe has fake flipper ring. Gonna check the hobo. Gonna check the hobo. Yeah, smart to check the hobo first.
Hobo Combo gives us 20 bucks.
Yep.
Kermit finally grabbing their fire rod.
And Elminster grabbing their Cane of Brian.
It does use 4 times the normal magic point, but this does very nice invincibility frames if you so need it.
Also makes Spike Cave on requirement where the magic consumption is normal, I might add. And Waterfall Cave, we're about to get that checked here. $50 rupees and 20 rupees.
Just a lot of money.
And it looks like Barrybondz has the water walk going. 5 rupees on Zoro's ledge.
Let's see what the big fish holds.
Yep. Sinhe finds the bug net at Zoro. That is useless.
Yep, he says no.
Because, again, folks, we are in expert mode. They can't use it to capture fairies. So the only thing they would be ever used for is a swag out. And I don't even think you can swag out on Aghanim in this difficulty. I've never actually tried.
Alright, Barrybondz is taking a death on the overworld.
Yeah, Barry is determined to get this fake flipper strategy going, where he water walks all the way to Eastern. And here we go, we're finally seeing someone check the ether tablet, and it is the other piece of heart. Wait! They have 6 hearts!
That's interesting.
Did someone screw up?
Alright,
Yep.
so we do have Elminster clearing out Thieves Town at this point.
Someone's wondering what I was referring to earlier. There is a variation of water walking that takes your that requires the boots. And that's what Barrybondz is trying to go for. And Barrybondz has soft-locked himself. Thank goodness he can save and quit.
And Sinhe has grabbed his lamp. Kermit about to go get robbed by the fish as well.
The Dragon Master has confirmed that you can get up to 9 hearts in expert. That's weird.
Have to check with the admin to get a clear answer on that one. All right, we have Barrybondz into Ice Palace. This is for the all dungeons part. You do have to kill Agnum 1 for all dungeons.
Yeah, So yeah, we see MrBarrybondz in Ice Palace. And we see Sinhe in Aga Tower. Meanwhile, Elminster's going to kill Blind. Oh, someone's clarified that on the difficulty list for the VT site, it's actually incorrect.
All right, we will take a look at that later on. So we do have Elminster with his blind fight, takes blind down relatively efficiently.
So apologies for that, folks. I thought there's only 12, but apparently there's not. That's a strange thing to find out. I'm a little lost now. Anyway, let's get focused on this race here. MrBarrybondz finds the map in Ice Palace.
Yeah, and Sinhe is about to take out Agnum 1 himself.
Kermit is finally about to get their lamp.
And Elminster grabbing the big bomb. And it looks like Kermit is heading over towards to finish off Eastern.
And Mr. finds another heart piece. That's gonna throw me off for the rest of this race now. That misinformation. And we got and it wasn't by our own fault either, it's the site. We have BB current going into Eastern Palace. I believe they have their lamp at this point. You know, Elminster's paying Kiki the monkey to let him into East Desert or Dark Palace rather, and we have Sinhe checking catfish.
It's about time someone checked out what the fish is going to be swindling us for.
Yeah, Christos Barrybondz tried but could not get it to work.
Christos owns, we all have to kill Agnum anyway. It is all dungeons. So they're just killing it to kill it at this point, I believe.
Someone is asking, how does one skip aggro with water walking? You basically take the warp over here. You jump in the water here where MrBarrybondz was just in, with the water walking enabled, which is a glitch, mind you. And then you walk in the portal over there, and you can get across to the Dark Palace side of Dark World without ever having to fight Aghanim 1.
Alright, it doesn't look like MrBarrybondz is going to be making the Aga play as well.
And we find the big key on Elminster's end. Meanwhile, Sinhe is going to grab the big bomb. And, being sure with that lamp is now going to go fight the Armos Knights. Yeah, we have no idea what's going on with Elminster's feed, folks. Bear with us here.
Alright, so I just confirmed with one of the admins on the heart issue. There are 24 heart containers, so there are 6 extra hearts in the 3 vanillas for a total of 9. The data on the website is just incorrect at the moment. So yes, there are a grand total of 24 heart containers in the seed.
Or heart pieces, but yeah. And I'm looking here and I see that someone has let the seed best them. I'm not going to say who, but we have our first forfeit. And we have the shovel from Elminster. Interesting.
See what berry goods we have today.
Pigalax. Pedestal is the powder. We have confirmed this because MrBarrybondz checked pedestal.
Alright, what other goodies is this? There's the flippers.
There's the flippers! Which means that Aghanim not only was required because it's all dungeons, he was required to reach this side of the Dark World. Because I don't think there's any other location that they've checked that could lead there.
We have no hammer yet, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know where that hammer could... what locations are left that hammer could be.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait. The hammer was found by Elminster! He's going to go fight Trinex, or not Trinex, Elminster King. The Palace of Darkness had the hammer according to the Veil Nation. I'm going to believe them. So that means it was 100% a forced Aga seed, even if it wasn't all dungeons.
Thanks, game. Thank you.
So I'm gonna just call it like this. Is for, in other words, Dark Palace was Aga locked.
Yes, indeed. Oh, make sure you're putting that hammer to good usage. Currently doing battle with the Moth. Elminster doing battle with Helmish Hurricane. And MrBarrybondz is checking Catfish. Down goes Helmish Hurricane. And down goes the Moth.
One more dungeon down. For Elminster. And with those flippers, I dare say Swamp Palace is on his radar.
Yep, that's probably the next location, I think, in this pathing.
Well, especially... Although, he's going to go to Swamp because there's 6 items there, which means there's a pretty high chance that one of the medallions needed for the remaining dungeons is there.
It looks like he's going ice first. Can't blame him, it's right in the way.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. He's got everything he needs.
Sinhe very displeased with that hammer location. Bombing the hammer chest.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. This seed is kind of evil. But of course, it's expert mode. It's designed to be a little bit evil.
That's the fun of Randomizer.
Yeah. Also, something I want to briefly mention here, folks. If you want to try the randomizer out, there is actually on the VT site, there is a seed you can just straight up gather. It changes every day. So if you want to try out a seed, there's one already pre-generated for you every day on the VT site.
Yeah, I just put the daily link in chat. If anyone wishes to play a daily seed, there it is for you. Yeah, Kermit is going up Aga Tower to finish that off.
Smart play, because we now know that Aghanim is locking Dark Palace for a good reason.
Chat bringing up a good point that we still need Quake. We don't know where Quake is hiding.
Yeah, it is literally Quake and Ice Rod for Go mode. Which, for all we know, the powder could be locking that behind the Magic Bat. But only Quake cannot be locking the Ice Rod because Turtle Rock is one of the pendants. Although now that I think about it, Sarhasla could have Quake.
Yeah, we have. Well, no, because it's locked behind Turtle Rock.
Quake, I said, not Ice Rod.
Yes. Bombos was Turtle Rock, that's right. I got my 2 medallions mixed up.
Yeah, it's fine because I know from playing in casually that Turtle Rock is normally Quake. Easy mistake to make.
We still have all the swamp to clear out too, so.
Yeah, we're not seeing many items, I don't think.
Alright, Sinhe is about to do battle with Elminster King.
We lost Sinhe's. Oh, Sinhe's having a bit of a lag spike, it seems. Anyway, Elminster is picking up this chest here in this room. It is an arrow.
Yep, another single arrow. And MrBarrybondz grabbing a death, unfortunately. Kermit taking out Aghanim 1.
Spinning around with him. Pretty nice. Elminster finding the map. Yeah, unfortunately, folks, we do not know what's happened to Sin. And we'll get back to you on that when we get notified.
Alright, so now we have Elminster finishing off Ice Palace, and MrBarrybondz is finishing up Palace of Darkness. And we'll be having a Catfish check by Kermit.
Yes. Yeah, this silence is unsettling. Maybe we can get someone else's feed here. Let me see about it. Oh.
Okay, so we got some audio back, thankfully. It looks like our audio is from Kermit right now.
Yep. Didn't even have to type anything.
Thank you to the awesome admin staff for keeping us up and running. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and also to Fiesel, who's running it, who's running this ship behind the scenes for Sweet Gaming. And Elminster, did he die?
I believe he did. I didn't see what room though.
Ooh. Oh, he died on Cold Stare. It looks like. Ouch. And we have Barrybondz.
MrBarrybondz getting smacked by the tail.
Right with the tip of that scorpion tail from Telmasaur King. That's gonna sting.
Yep, literally in that case.
But I'm tished.
And we're getting word in the IRC that Sinhe actually lost power, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
Sinhe unfortunately lost power. Alright, so we have Elminster heading back down towards the Cold Stare area.
Oh, geez, I just realized he lost power. That's a big time loss. When did he save last?
I have no idea. I don't really keep track of that, but it could have been a while.
Well, let's hopefully he gets back here and gets his situation in order, and hopefully he's still racing.
Getting word in chat that Elminster had died to electricity on a electric jelly.
Ouch. Looks like we're getting Sinhe back in here. His timer is not going to be accurate at all. But big props to him for recovering as fast as he did.
Looks like he has to do Aghanim 1 again.
Yeah, it looks like it, unfortunately. That is an unfortunate setback here. So we lost maybe 10 minutes, I would say, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. That's about how long the Aghanim Tower climb takes.
Well, also that he was also on his way to Helmsor King.
Yeah, that's correct. And we see our first set of cold start for the afternoon. Quick bomb the bombos will break his shell.
Yeah, and now we'll have magic for using the fire rod strats. Gonna use quarter strats though.
Yeah, almost got the lock in. Cold start would be such a pain.
Well, now he's down to, it's just one puff against him, so it should be fine.
Alright, and down goes that last puff, and cold start is gone.
Yes, and what did he have? He had the compass.
So just a quick walk over to Swamp to finish that one off.
Indeed.
And we're still on the hunt for Quake at the moment.
Yeah, Mouse is absolutely right. Can we get some well played or something in the chat for Sinhe? For despite having a power outage, he is still trucking on. Will continue to see despite his the setback.
Yeah, as Wolf just said, please give all 4 of these guys a follow, but said, hey, definitely deserves it for sticking with this and not throwing the towel in. The seed hasn't been the easiest of seeds for sure.
And we see the first look at Swamp Palace on MrBarrybondz end.
What does Swamp hold for us today, Wolf?
It holds ether, that's what it holds. Now that it's useful.
Oh, Mitch not too far behind on the entrance into Swamp.
Yeah, we're about to see the next item here on MrBarrybondz end as Sinhe is trying to play catch up here. Meanwhile, Kermit's gonna check Big Bomb.
Yep, no, just I believe money in the Big Bomb location today.
Well, it was also a piece of heart, but yeah.
And as Meowsix just said, Barrybondz has cleared out a lot of ice already, so it's gonna be probably a quick hop down to Cold Stare.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah,
Alright, folks.
Sinhe is back on course to go back into Pod now.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised after he finishes his pod, he takes a safety save. There's another heart piece and 2 heart pieces on Barrybondz end.
So it looks like while they're collecting heart pieces, the actual maximum hearts is not increasing. there's the cape.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Although that could have been piece 2 and 3 for all we know.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't been keeping track of you.
I have not. I stopped counting once I got the 6th heart.
Yeah, Six is pointing out that if they don't find the ice rod here, or in the ice rod or swamp, or rock about the ice rod, which is actually calls back to times of old in which the ice rod had a high chance of being in there in the first place. And we're seeing spin strats from Argus here on MrBarrybondz end. Pretty nicely done.
Yeah, lets him take out 2 puffs at once, which is definitely worth doing.
Indeed. All right, so I think I realized what's going on here. There's 24 heart pieces, but only 12 of them give them actual heart. Only 12 of them give them actual containers.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Alright, Sinhe is just tearing through pod now that he knows where everything is.
Although, I thought Elminster had a... I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, someone's watching someone else's stream and reports that they do have 7 hearts, so I am indeed mistaken. My bad.
Sinhe grabbing the flippers. Barrybondz is going to be returning the big bomb. Probably to his chagrin when it doesn't turn out to be too much.
And a nice quick kill out of Elminster. And this big bomb will give Barrybondz his 4th heart piece. And will give him a 4th container. Oh no, he's at 3.
Alright, Barrybondz is going to go now finish off Ice Palace. And Quake is still at large.
Yeah, Quake is still at large. Yeah. Sinhe heading into the dark maze.
Alright, chat. So, any calls on where this Quake medallion can be today?
Have they checked Shovel Spot yet? As Sinhe dives?
You know, they haven't checked it. They haven't checked the bat. And that means they haven't checked the powder.
Well, well, they can't check powder because
yeah, they don't have Quake.
Oh no, they don't have
Bombo, sorry.
Ice Rod.
Yep, that's right.
I'm gonna call Quake buried in the dig spot. Because no one, I think, has checked the shovel. People want Quake on the bat.
Quake on the bat would be great. And without Ice Rod and Turtle Rock.
No, you know what? This is what I want. I want the mushroom on the bat and the witch to have Quake. That way they can't fake powder to sequence break it.
Yep, that would be nice as well. And the way this seed has been playing so far for these guys, that's definitely possible. Remember at the start of the seed how we were saying how the game was giving them some many things right away, and when the other shoe would drop?
Single item trolls, very common. It looks like Elminster's finished checking Swamp Palace. He's out of options. I think he's going to go to Turtle Rock.
Yep, that's his only place left, I believe.
Actually, there's one other location. And I can't believe I completely forgot about it. A Spike Cave.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No one has checked the Spike Cave yet.
And in case you're wondering how the heck that with the increased magic consumption of the Spike Cave work, that is the only place the magic flows normally. So they will have just as much magic that they would have normally to work with there. And that is exactly where Elminster is going to go first.
I mean, you can't blame it's the quicker check of the two.
And using the
cane.
Yeah, the cane's probably better because it has the reduced magic consumption. And
it's just a bomb.
Wow. That place blows.
Alright, so I think the answer here now has to be Turtle Rock for the at least the Ice Rod.
Yeah, at least the Ice Rod. Or we could see a forced double dip scenario, in which they go all the way to Laser Ridge just to find the Quake Medallion, and the Ice Rod's in Mire.
Yeah, a couple people in chat calling on dig spots still too to save the shovel.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking as well.
Barrybondz been quick work of Cold Stare with the Fire Rod.
And BB Curran making short work of the turtles in the dark room here. And we see our floating island item is just a singular ruby. Or not floating island, Lake Hylia Island. Oh no! Oh no! Elminster, no! Elminster doesn't have enough magic.
That's painful.
So, well, he has the shovel. He can dig. He can dig.
He's checking out these pots under the skulls.
Does he not remember he has the shovel?
Oh, he popped his potion.
Yeah, that's probably the wisest thing. And that's... and that opens it up for him. Magic is going to be a huge factor in this dungeon, though. Of all the cane uses. Not to mention Trinex themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have to be really precise with your Trinex skill with expert mode.
Yeah. Oh. There is that full magic reveal in the Super Canyon Cave, you are right. I don't think he remembered it in the pinch. We're getting an Ice Palace Ball Jump here from Sinhe. and he pulls it off. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. If I'm butchering it, I apologize. Fear Gas. There is no half magic. And there is no tempered or golden sword. They are going to fight them as they are. They are as equipped for Gan as they're going to be.
Yep, they're basically taking pretty much every single nicety out of the game.
Yeah, the only nicety you have left is the heart pieces. You don't even get boomerangs. Now, he has to be really careful with these rollers, because these rollers take 3 whole hearts off your health. Elm's timer is behind due to latency issues, it looks like.
Alright, Sinhe is working on cleaning out ice.
MrBarrybondz needs to be careful. As we enter the change out room, and there it is. There's our confirmation. You can go up past 6 hearts. Elminster's now at 7. Germ guns. Most of the items are replaced with minor pickups like bombs, like single bombs and single arrows. And oh no!
MrBarrybondz getting bitten by the chain chomp, unfortunately.
Bad dog. Bad dogs.
Yep. Bow Wow, if you remember from Link's Awakening.
I think that's the only enemy that Legend of Zelda and Mario share is that chain chomp.
Technically, Poke's also.
Yeah. Oh. MrBarrybondz is in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, you gotta thread the needle and get around them as best you can.
And MrBarrybondz has indeed. Now he has to dodge them again.
That's about no problem at all.
Meanwhile, Elminster is moving on. He's most likely picked up this big key at this point. Yes, he has. Now, what is at Mimic Cave? This is important information. Yeah, there's quite a few enemies in Link's Awakening that are shared between Mario and Zelda as well. And in Mimic Cave, we have the mushroom!
Now that could be important.
Pedestal can be completely skipped. And we have the map in the big chest. Which means Roller Room has a small key. And that means we have a small key on the laser bridge.
Still no Quake and still no Ice Shroud, though.
It can still show up. Nice execution on Elminster, getting past that roller. Meanwhile, we have Sinhe fighting Cold Stare. Gets one puff down. Alright, Elminster didn't get the full magic heal right here in this room, but I guess he wants to get through.
MrBarrybondz grabbing his mushroom as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind right now that Elminster is going to get the safety opened up. Yeah, he's doing that right quick.
Definitely the smartest play at this point.
Yeah, because he's going to be doing laser skips here. Because his magic's way too low.
Green rupee. Gets a shot to the back, unfortunately.
Nah, that's to be expected in this when you're dealing with laser skip. There's our compass, which means the other remaining chests. One of these is the key, and one of them is an item. It's a piece of heart! And this is the key, so... Where's our ice rod, and where is our quake medallion? Oh no, the mushroom!
Yep, the mushroom we just got could be one of them, and then the other one could be at Mad Batter.
He's turning in the mushroom. It's a forced double dip into Turtle Rock.
And we still have Dig Spot also.
Yes, we do. Mushroom for Quake!
That means Ice Rod potentially in Mire now.
And that means Pet is dead. They are never going to have to go pick up that powder.
Mr. going straight to Mire.
We didn't know it was in Dig Spot.
Yeah, we know the bat can't have the Ice Rod because it's locked behind Total Rock at this point. Looks like Barrybondz is just getting that same knowledge that he has to go check that mushroom.
Yeah, this would be the wisest play here.
Checking the bat first, though.
I mean, that makes sense. Because that way you don't have to worry about the Quake Medallion being here, but we know it's at the Witch's Hut.
And Kermit finishing off Argus. So he just has Ice left and Mire.
So the Ice Rod is literally our go mode item. Much like most of these seeds, it's always the go mode item. Yeah, he's doing the fake powder here. So we're going to see what our magic bat item is, folks. It was 3 bombs.
So he was a zonk today, unfortunately. That means our Ice Rod should be somewhere here in Mire.
Actually, Math Girl is right. Because it's all dungeons, we could have the Ice Rod in Ganon's Tower. Because we don't technically need it to beat, because we don't technically need to beat Turtle Rock to enter Ganon's Tower. We only need to beat the Crystal Dungeons.
So enter Ganon's Tower to get the Ice Rod to leave Ganon's Tower to go to finish off Turtle Rock. That would be a cruel game.
This could be a forced double dip into Ganon's Tower. Or they could just finish Ganon's Tower, go back on the mountain one more time. Either way. That is a high possibility right now.
I believe there are only 2 items in Mire, so Mire isn't exactly a item-heavy level.
And MrBarrybondz is finally checking the dig spot. What do we have? It's just an arrow.
That pushes it more likely towards Ganon's Tower at this point.
We have the compass from Elminster.
Sinhe is into Turtle Rock now themselves.
Actually, there's one other place the ice rod could be. Then I don't think I ever checked.
Where would that be?
Hammer pegs. I don't think anyone's done that yet.
I want to say Elminster has. I could be wrong though.
If he did, I didn't notice it.
I believe he did it when he was checking the frog. Hammer pegs were a single arrow, according to chat. I was pretty sure that someone checked it.
Oh! Half Girl's pointing out that we have yet to see what's in these down big chest. That could also be where our ice rod is. Oh boy. A lot of good spots for this.
Yes, the Pyramid Fairy was just a heart container and some money. So where is this ice rod hiding today? It's being a little elusive for us.
That's always elusive. It can be anywhere. Literally anywhere in this case.
That's just a map.
Oh geez, what if it's on Vitreous? Ugh. Names, please. Work brain. I want to say that for Vitreous, it is Hammer Strats. Because you don't have... It's Hammer Strats for the eyeballs, for the small eyeballs, and then arrows for the big one.
Yeah, the hammer will do tempered damage. You just gotta be really careful because they move quite funnily.
Yeah, and then it'll be just 8 single arrow shots. Bomb shreds are usually a good idea, but they do not have any capacity upgrades, which means they will not have enough bombs to defeat Vitreous that way. You can solve up the eyeballs for sure with them, but with only 5 bombs, I doubt he'll go for that method. Alternatively, he could use the bow to destroy the smaller eyes, but I think he barely has enough ammo for that. And so he won't have enough for the fighting the big eye.
Kermit making quick work of ice pallets here. Good. Hello, Vitreous.
And it looks like we will be seeing arrow strats.
You could drain your magic and use dash strats for the first bit to weaken a little bit as well.
But that's not exactly ideal. Oh, he's using a combination of sword spins and the arrows. Interesting. And it's working quite well.
Yes, it is. Vitreous is going on relatively fast.
This might be some low percent strats I'm not aware of. Ooh, gets tagged on the lightning. He's got to be really careful now. He is at half a heart.
Just has the big eye left.
And plenty of arrows. He's got him.
And down goes the eyeball.
That was a great fight from Elminster. Give it up for him, folks. And he has a singular arrow. And instead of just taking a death... Oh, he's doing his laser bridge checks. That's to be expected. And yeah, Ice Rods and GT, so... We don't have the bot enabled here, but let's play that game we know so well anyway. We have 22 items in Ganon's Tower. We're looking for that big key. We're looking for that ice rod. Give us a number. Tell us what you think the big key is.
Wolf, where are you calling it today, my friend?
I always call compass chest.
And I will do Bob's chest. Why not?
And additionally, we also have to guess which chest has the ice run in it, and I'm going to say it's in the big chest.
All right.
It looks like Elminster is doing some other checks here first, however. Because I don't think he's been up to catfish.
Just toss it the sign of frustration.
Yeah, Elminster's checking this last spot just to make sure it's not on there. And meanwhile, we have Vitreous fight on MrBarrybondz, and BB Kermit is fighting Cold Stare.
And Sinhe just grabbed their Quake medallion.
And MrBarrybondz is at 1 heart. Any hit will kill him.
Yep, gotta be super, super careful. Ooh, and there it is.
Snuck in. Decent big chest? Dick Swap was checked me on stick. It was a singular arrow. So it's literally the big chest in Thieves Town and all of GT. So we're in for a long haul.
It's amusing that out of all 4 of these guys, no one's gone back to check Thieves Town, though.
Wait a minute, double KO. Oh my goodness, the BBB Kermit died a Cold Stare as he killed him. And we have a Elminster picking up the bug net.
Now the question is, where will Elminster go next?
He might check Thieves Town, but other than that, he'll probably just go straight to Ganis Tower.
He's walking somewhere.
He hasn't checked Waterfall Cave.
Ah, okay.
Surprised he didn't do that first, but details.
Maybe to just jump back into his warp. No, he's gonna have to be floating somewhere, probably up to Death Mountain to go into Ganis Tower.
No, has he not checked out? Okay, he left Ice Cave alone. Oh, what a seed this would be if... I think this was checked already, but what is... Yeah, it was 5 rupees. Never mind. I almost forgot what was here.
Adder at Luna, yes, Ice Palace was fully cleared. Sinhe, unfortunately taking a death to a BMO statue.
Any finishers? No, we have not had a single finisher in this race so far. So it's... Okay, Elminster is checking Thieves Town big chest. If he finds the ice rod, he's in go mode.
If not, it's in Ganis Tower, which means it could be anywhere in those 22 chests.
It can be anywhere in the tower. Oh no, he didn't do Fake Cave. And the way he did this, he knows that it's not on the magic bat, so he doesn't worry about that.
Has he checked the pedestal? I don't think he's checked. Like, he can't. Never mind. It's yeah, ice rod. Never mind.
Yeah, and there's a single arrow at the pegs. So yeah, it's literally the Thieves Town big chest or Ganis Tower, folks. Elminster is being absolutely sure beforehand. He's going it back into Thieves Town. Let us see what is in that big chest.
I'm calling a single bomb. I really want the ice rod to be in the Ganis Tower today.
What a blast that would be.
It would be explosive for sure.
Nice follow-up.
Thank you. Here we go, chat.
The chat is blessing RNG that it's here.
No, they want to be in Ganon's Tower.
Some people wanted it in Thieves Town.
The slow walk back to the chest.
Yes. All right, folks, here we go.
What will it be?
The Thieves Town big chest contains...
A single arrow!
It's in Ganon's Tower!
Wow, game, you are cruel.
Does Elminster realize it, though?
I don't think so. I think he's looking everywhere at this point. He's checking dig spot.
All right, makes sense. He's making absolutely sure he's covered all his bases.
Cyclone, I would say last night's seed was worse for sure.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was a single sword found in Desert Palace, and all the remaining 3 were in Ganon's Tower, and it was a timed OKO on top of that.
Yes, sir.
Just ouch. At least
I
listening,
wonder
they
if Elminster is wondering what he forgot when he doesn't know that it's just up in Ganon's Tower.
Well, I think he has to assume at this point. We'll see if he catches on to what we've realized. He has the 7 crystals, so he can enter Ganon's Tower.
Math girl, you are correct. You are the one who called it.
Yeah, I completely forgot that the crystals are the requirement here. BB Sherman going up against Cold Stare again. And yes, Expert is silverless.
Elminster looking, taking a long, hard look at his notes to see where he has to go.
He's got to realize that, hey, I have all 7 crystals. Maybe I should go to Ganon's Tower. And that's exactly what the seed expects you to do. The seed is evil.
Yeah, it's extreme, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about it. BB Kermit has defeated Cold Stare.
I love puzzle seeds like this. I love it when pieces just fall together.
And we are approaching the 2-hour mark on the seed here, folks.
I do want to say one more time, please give all 4 of these runners a follow. This has been a heck of a perseverance race for sure.
Yeah. It's a very dangerous, very tedious seed here that they have. And then on top of all this, they have to do Ganon's Tower to get the Ice Rod to finish their goal. Oh, Elminster's moving.
He's going to Ganon's Tower.
Is he? Yes! He's warping that direction.
Well, he's going to Death Mountain at the very least. Quick hug from the old man to get his life back.
Hookshot in tow. Sinhe is going to go take care of Lambolas, it looks like. And Barrybondz is setting up Houlihan. It's blown the wrong way.
Yeah, so what Elminster will probably do is he'll probably kill Aga 2, finish off Ganon's tower, jump over to Turtle Rock. It would be more beneficial to just warp out when you do get the Ice Sword, though, because you don't get warped to the pyramid, at least. Pyramid.
Math Girl asking, what causes the Houlihan strat? Basically, it's a catch for any sort of displacement when you fall in holes. And that's why some people are scrolling the screen on purpose to try to set up that displacement.
Yeah, you're basically confusing the game, so it doesn't know where to put you.
Yeah, so it's basically you're tricking the game into making you fall somewhere you're not supposed to. And as a failsafe, they throw you in the Houlihan room. Oh, that? I think it was just one pixel in front of it.
And then about 2 hours in, Elminster has entered Ganon's tower.
All right, so let's see where this ice rod is. First chest is a small key. Second chest is a 5 rupees. He is going right side. Keep in mind, folks, that even though that ice rod could be anywhere past the gauntlet as well.
Yep, it can be in the entirety of the tower. That was not limited to just the 22.
Yes. It could be in the big chest. It could be anywhere past the gauntlet. And I don't think that Samari block is in good position. Or that bomb. Or maybe that one? Yeah.
Yep, bomb catches it right at the last second.
Alright, what do we got here in these 4 chests? We have a Pizza Heart. We have a 20 rupees. Singular arrow.
And a heart container.
And the heart piece. That was the compass just right there that he just opened. The one that made all the pits spawn. So my guess is out the window. Fix those small key.
Back towards the left side.
Yep. It's a classic strategy. He does right side first, get those 4 chests, and then goes full left, all the way to Armos. You could go all right all the way to Armos, but then you just loop around and do left side anyway. Oh, we have a finisher, Andy. 2 hours, 3 minutes, 13 seconds is finished. I completely missed that. GG's to him. He is our winner of this seed.
And there's the big key.
And Andy died to Ganon. Apparently.
Alright, so where in this rabbit hole will the ice rod be? The thing is, they can't just skip out now. They have to clear all these things until they find the ice rod.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Someone is hoping for the tile room having the ice rod. Well, let's hope for that not to be the case here.
Fire Snake getting caught up in him.
Yeah, and this chest has a piece of
heart.
heart, and it fully heals him.
Puts him to 8.
Yeah, 4 away from having his full health. And here we go. We're checking Rando Room.
And MrBarrybondz is now entering Ganon's tower as well.
Ice Rod! Ice Rod in the Rando Room! We have an official Goman on Elminster!
Yep, he just has to go back out, clear Turtle Rock, and then head back in.
And because the mushroom is at Mimic Cave, that means this was a force level div in a Turtle Rock.
And even skipping everything, Turtle Rock is still a little bit of a hole.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he'll take the safety as well. Just so he can start a bit closer to the Trinex if he dies.
Yeah, for sure. Gets bopped by the chain chomp.
And you can see that took off 6 hearts.
Yep, those are quite mean.
Yep, the only thing stronger is Ganon. He'll take off, I think, 8 on green.
To answer the question in chat, Elminster didn't finish off Ganon's tower quite yet because he still needs to kill Trinex. This is a alt dungeon seed. So if he had finished off Ganon's tower, he would have gone all the way back down to the pyramid. He would have had to climb all the way back up to come finish Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he's basically making his routing a little bit more efficient by going to deal with Turtle Rock first and then climb the tower after the fact. It is the absolute smartest way you could have done. Meanwhile, we have Sinhe fighting Argus. Down on his last puff. And there it goes. And we have MrBarrybondz getting hit the air ice rod. They are heading towards Turtle Rock and are in go mode themselves.
Down goes Argus.
And Elminster is taking the safety door.
Definitely can't blame him for that.
And it looks like Elminster will be the first of the feature 4 to defeat Ganon.
Well, I mean, it is Master Sword Silverless, so it could still be quite a pain.
But will he be the second overall finisher? We don't know yet.
Barrybondz getting hit by a pokey.
Do not hug the cactus.
Yes, for sure. Definitely not a
Not a pleasant experience. Definitely not a pleasant experience. Ooh, and Trinex getting some ice on the ground here. That could mess up for some players. Oh, second place has been claimed by Gem, who finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 46 seconds.
Alright, and here's the main head of Trinex.
It's a nice little dance he's doing. 5 hits of that hammer is all he needs, and Trinex is down. The goal has not been cleared yet, folks. Agate 2 still needs to fall.
Green pennant acquired. Now that we know what is there, it's most likely a bomb.
Sinhe is now entering Ganon's tower. Brasso the Gamer, yes, there are a bunch of other people racing this race. We can only feature 4 of them for you folks. So, GG's to all of the runners who are not featured here today, but are racing otherwise.
Yeah, I believe there were 17 people overall in this scene.
Yes, and again, we can only bring you 4 of them. And you're seeing them all right here. Elminster heading back in against Tower and is about to ascend.
And Sinhe is not too far from grabbing their ice rod. And MrBarrybondz is about to kill Trinex.
Yes, we know from the seed that this was a forced double dip in the Turtle Rock. You had to grab the mushroom at the Mimic Cave Bridge. And Elminster gets shot in the back by Beamos.
Speak about not fun things to do.
Watch out for that Beamos.
Absolutely.
That kind of reminds me when I was fiddling out with Randomizer for the first time. I lifted up a bush and all of a sudden there's a Beamos underneath it.
Surprise.
Gave me a nice little shock.
Randomizer's a blast to play.
Yeah.
Alright, Sinhe is closing in on the ice rod.
Yeah, the ice rod is in random room, folks. And the big key was in the Stalfos room. And Elminster is about to approach the gauntlet. And with only 6 arrows, Elminster doesn't need to worry about arrows too much.
You want the HP refill, I think.
Yeah. Arrows do not really matter too much because we are forced to do silverless strats.
And there's Sinhe's ice rod with some frustration slashes tossed in.
And Jem has left us a clip in the comments for the for this race. Unfortunately, we cannot click that link at this time.
Elminster clearing out the gauntlet, making pretty quick work of it. Spirit Tongue in chat asks what Expert is. Basically, they take all the niceties out of the game. It makes combat more tactical effective.
Yeah. For example, all 4 of these runners will be doing Silverless Master Sword Ganon, which is the hardest way you can ever fight Ganon.
If you want to see what the difficulty of Expert is, you can go to that link I just posted in chat and take a look at it.
That's the daily seed. You got your coffee pasta messed up.
Yeah, when you were talking about the daily earlier, I swapped over. Okay, there you go. That's the one you want. We're almost 2.5 hours into this seed, my friend. It's been grueling.
Yeah, this is a long one. So we have Elminster lighting the torches here. Has to be a little careful. Has barely enough magic. Okay, he's gonna take this pot right here. Get all his magic back. Now this is the last torch room of the game. Can be done with the lamp, but it's very tricky.
Yeah, you gotta execute precisely on that one.
And this is the last bomb he'll ever need in the run. But it misses. Third time's the charm. And he has one bomb left.
That'd be cruel if we ran out of bombs this deep into the tower.
Yeah, and here we go. We have Trolldorm 2.
Everyone's favorite snake.
Or Burger Monster, depending on your perspective and which games you played first.
Burger Monster, I like that one. I've never heard that one before.
Well, he looks like a hamburger in the 3D Link Between Worlds game. Kinda. But anyway, ignoring his chest and moving on to fight Aghanim 2.
See what kind of pattern we have with the balls today.
Looks like he got a pretty good pattern here. Looks like
I believe that was a triple.
I think it was a double. I couldn't tell. That was a single, unfortunately. His feet's lagging a little bit.
That was a 0.
Yeah, not a good position there. Gets a single there. Another single, jeez. Aghanim's not playing nice. And gets another single.
There he goes.
And now with Aghanim 2 down, all the bosses are defeated, so now it's time to fight the pig. The goal has been met. If he had not defeated a boss that he was supposed to, if he went into Ganon, he would not be able to kill him on Phase 4. But that's all taken care of. Every single boss in the game is defeated.
Yep, Ganon has no more friends.
So now it's time to stand against the pig. And what is he going to say this time? He's the encouraging thing out on the side of the box when there's evidence of thing out inside. Deep thoughts.
Words of logic by Ganon.
So here's how the fight's going. He has to spin into Ganon in order to damage him. Slashes do not work. His sword is not strong enough for that. He'll have to do this 12 times to get through the spear throwing phase, and then another 12 times to get to the fire ring phase. After which, he'll have to do it 4 more times in order to get through phase 3.
And then I believe phase 4 is 24, I believe.
Yes, 24 hits.
And not just 24 hits, you have to time him exactly as he begins to teleport.
Yeah, if time it too early, he'll just get stunned. Time it too late, he takes no damage. Also, you have to keep the torches in the room lit for that phase. So setting up what we call the torch glitch is essential. And that's simply executed by lighting the left torch before the right torch has a chance to go out.
Yep, that'll keep that right-hand torch active at all times. Gets bombed by a fire bat.
And there we go. He's in phase 3. Ganon will randomly teleport around the room and shoot.
Oh no!
No! Elminster takes a death.
Yeah, he got pushed back into one of the fireballs.
Yes. And now he has to start all over again.
And
This
Carver finally
is-
picking up their Quake medallion.
Yep.
And we had a synchronized kill of Colsair between Barrybondz and Sinhe.
That's Trinex, but yes. Good jobs on both of their parts.
They're all bosses.
Elminster has improved Ganon to phase 2. Let us see if he can handle it. Well, that was a good position if he could sneak in that upper right corner. Get a lot of hits in that way.
So we have the side-by-side climb of Ganon's Tower at this point.
Yeah, it's really close on Sinhe and MrBarrybondz, and BB Kermit still needs to get through the Misery Mire so he can go up Ganon's Tower. And
We're deeper into phase 3 now, with the platform starting to drop.
yes, and unfortunately, Ganon's teleports are random, and they're not going to be the same as the rest of the group. And Ganon's being a little bit of a troll.
I believe all 4 people have the same amount of teleports, though.
I think it's different because he fell. I want to say that was a thing that's there. It's only the same for the first instance. And there you go. There's the 4th hit. The heroes of Planet Thieves.
Wrong games, again. Thank you. Gotta be careful not to fall off.
And there he goes. He's getting him set up so that he can hit about 3 hits in for Torch Cycle. This is where the fight is somewhat easy, but if you get complacent, you will get destroyed.
Yeah, this is the execution part of the phase. You gotta keep your magic up too.
Yeah, he's got using the lamp to light the torch. It's fine.
Kermit, unfortunately, taking a death in Mire.
And Elminster is working his magic here. And it looks like Sinhe took a death too, because now he's a little bit further behind compared to MrBarrybondz. They were tied going up Ganon's Tower.
Alright, it's getting close. Only a couple more spins.
And oh, he got him!
Down goes the pig.
Willard, though, sniping him and finishing in 3rd place with the time at 2 hours, 22 minutes, 38 seconds. Elminster is in 4th place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 11 seconds.
Let's get some GGs in chat for Elminster, please.
And it seems that Sinhe took a dip and then shoveled for some arrows. Oof. But yeah, GG's to Elminster.
Yeah, that fight came down to the wire. He was on his last little bit of magic there.
Yeah. That's the risk of using the fire rod over the lamp in this kind of thing, because you only have 1 bottle, and even if you take a potion in, you're only going to get a quarter of your magic back.
And since we do have a finisher, please give all 4 of the runners a follow, and please give us a special thanks to Math Girl and Maximini behind the scenes for the wonderful tracking today. Thank you guys so much for the work behind the scenes.
And let's not forget my co-commentator Dark Falls, who just did an excellent job, I think.
And my commentary as well, Wolfling. And a special thank you to Feasel and the Speed Gaming family for putting on these daily races.
Now, I'm not sure if Elminster will join us in call, but I haven't asked. Actually, I haven't asked him. I'm gonna see if he's interested in an interview.
I put it in the IRC. I'm waiting for a response.
Oh, beat me to it.
Okay, Elminster will be popping in with us momentarily.
Yeah.
All right. Barrybondz has taken Aghanim 2 down, and he will be on the way to the pig as well.
Yes, it's time for him to fight the pig.
All right.
A minister says he will wait for his credits to roll before he joins us. So
Probably want to take a little bit of a break before.
yeah, I would say after this intense of a seed, I would need to take a few minutes to collect myself. I completely understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because again, it's not exactly intense side. And oh no! Sinhe misses his torch opportunity. He has to rush and get these remaining torches lit.
I don't know if he has enough magic to fire a fire shot. Oh no!
I did, but he fired the wrong way. Oh, dang.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh.
Now he's gotta go back to some magic, unfortunately.
Nothing has gone right for Sinhe on this Aga climb, as MrBarrybondz is entering the Ganon fight.
Gonna have to warp back to the start and look for magic.
This is painful for Sinhe. I can't.
And this is after coming back from losing power.
Yeah.
So you gotta give props to him just for sticking with that after that part.
Yeah, the determination of him is just amazing. And Barrybondz gets hit in the head with a trident.
That's one way to cure a headache.
I'll stop poking fun at him.
I mean, I wouldn't want a sharp stick in the eye.
Neither do I. Let's move on.
Alright, so back to spin slashes.
And BB Kermit is at 1 HP fighting fighting Vitreous. This is a tale of close calls on Vitreous. Whoa!
That lightning beam almost sniped his side.
He's gonna take cave strats.
Only has 2 arrows, unfortunately.
And apparently Vitreous' eyes can drop hearts. I did not know that. No. Nice kiting of Vitreous' big eye here.
Yep, you can kind of walk him in a figure-8 pattern. You can't really do much other than fly around like, oh no.
Oh! Took it a little too tight there and got caught. Well, hopefully he'll see his mistake. I'm sorry about that one. That would hurt as well. Ugh.
And Barrybondz is moving into phase 3 with the falling wedges.
And BB takes another death.
Alright, the walk back to Vitreous at this point on Kermit's side. We got Sinhe dealing with Limola 2.
And I want to point out something here, folks. That timer on the flute is still bugged. So even though we picked up the flute relatively early on, it's not going to give you a time for it. MrBarrybondz is in phase 4. And it looks like Elminster is ready for that interview.
Alrighty. I'm just watching MrBarrybondz finishing off Ganon here.
Yeah, unfortunately he gets an early hit there, which put him in a stun state.
And if this was a expert and you had silvers, that's when you would be able to finish him off there.
Well, unfortunately, silvers are only available in expert if you are playing swordless mode.
Yes, exactly. Alright, and Sinhe is pretty much almost done with Ganon's Tower at this point. Just a few more rooms.
Unfortunately, he will not get 5th place. Solski has top done with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 14 seconds. And now Mr. is in the waiting room for us, so can I pull?
Alright, and with that, we do have Elminster in chat with us. GG, well played.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I have to ask this right now. Walk us through what you were thinking after that dig swap there. What was going through your mind?
So that was the last place I could think of to look for Ice Rod, and then I was like, I really have to go to the bathroom. I've had to pee for like 3 difficult boss fights now, so I'm just gonna think about where else I can check while I'm in there. And then like as soon as I went in there, I realized, wait, I have all the crystals, it's in GT.
Yeah, we weren't sure if you were like going over your notes, but bathroom break makes sense.
Yes, and before we continue with this conversation, MrBarrybondz, the second of our feature 4 to finish in 6th place with a time of 2 hours 33 minutes 39 seconds, literally 25 seconds after Solski. So yes, but at least you figured it out. It was kind of confusing there.
Yeah, I just forgot how to play all dungeon seeds, I guess.
Well, walk us through the rest of the seed here. How was it?
I had a lot of fun with it, but it was, I was surprised at how long I was starved for the hammer, and it was actually pretty difficult to get to pod. Like, the only way, I think, was, defeating Aghanim.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Aghanim or the waterlock glitch, but Aghanim was the quicker of the ways to get there.
Yeah, Aghanim. Yeah, we found both the flippers and hammer, which is the only way you can reach Palace of Darkness without having to go through Aghanim normally. So by the logic, Aghanim was not only required for all dungeons, he was required for pod access.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to pod a bit earlier, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to risk it yet. Like, I felt like the seed was kind of trolly with where the items were. It wasn't too bad with giving us heart pieces and safeties and things like that for being an expert seed.
It seemed to give you a lot early and then stopped a bit. I gave you the flute, the hook shot, and I believe one other item like right in the first 5 minutes.
I actually completely forgot about the flute because there was mirror, there was hookshot, there was just so many things. I completely forgot about it, so I went, I save and quit after Kakariko, and I'd forgotten to activate my flute.
Yes, and GG Barrybondz, who was just joining us on the call, how do you think the seed went for you, man?
The seed wasn't bad, just my execution was.
Yeah.
So when did it cross your mind that Ice Rod was in Ganon's Tower?
You know, it's funny. I was gonna try to do Spike Cave, and I was like, wait, this gets me. Like the last time I did all dungeons, I keep forgetting that if you have all crystals, you can enter GT and get your last item. So I had basically almost full cleared the seed at that point, I think. But yeah, when you do these all dungeon seeds, you gotta remember that GT is open if you have all the crystals. And I always forget that, so.
Yeah, I completely forgot that as well.
So,
I had some really bad RNG too.
Yeah, so
Like boss RNG.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing. And we have another finisher, Monokey, coming in at 7th with a time of 2 hours, 37 minutes, 22 seconds. GG's to him as well. And we have Sinhe, who, despite having a power outage, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, is still going, is currently on Phase 3 Aghanim right now.
Phase 3 Ganon, but yeah.
Oh, he had a power outage? I had no idea.
Yeah, he lost power about an hour and a half in and still came back and stuck with it.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
I think the
probably
worst thing was I tried the water walk, and I don't know, I've done it so many times, but for some reason I just couldn't get it. I tried it, like, I feel like I wasted so much time.
Yeah, that water walk wouldn't have saved you much time anyway, because Ganon was, or Aghanim, I think, was required because of all dungeons.
I actually don't think he was required. Or was he?
By the logic, he is. I wasn't sure if he's required for the all dungeons rule set.
Yes, Aghanim 1 is required for all dungeons.
Oh, crazy. See, if I had known that, I would have just gone straight there.
Yeah,
I thought it was all bosses.
That's kind of why I went straight there.
Well, technically, Aghanim Tower is his dungeon.
That's true. I guess I should have clarified that before.
Yeah, it's not exactly clear. And, oh, Sinhe took a fall, it looks like.
He took a death, unfortunately. He got hit by a fireball.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys like all those warps I got?
But yeah,
The Ganon warps?
Yeah, I got so many, I don't even know. I didn't even count, but it was a lot. It was probably over 10.
yeah, very. Elminster got him too, and that's after he took a fall.
I died, actually. I died on Phase 3 because I let him spawn a Spiral Fire Bat, and then I didn't want him to spawn another one, so I did a spin attack, and it ricocheted me into the first Fire Bat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
crazy
had a
things
really... I had a really good Phase 1 and 2, I felt, in that first fight, so I was pretty upset that I died.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with how my execution went overall. Like, my routing was kind of eh, but I think I executed pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say all of you did a great job in terms of this seed in your own ways.
I think the dumbest death that I had, like the most costly death, was an Ice Palace. I was trying to drop down the hole near the end of the dungeon to get a fairy, and I had one heart, and there was a red jelly in the way, so I killed it. And then the two smaller jellies that spawn, I couldn't hookshot them, and they didn't electrify for a long time. So I finally got fed up, and I slashed one right when it electrified, and it killed me.
Ouch.
And we do have a 8th place finished by Troya with a time of 2:40:58.
Yeah.
I had 16 deaths. Oh my god. I could throw up at that.
I mean, you guys at least had a early Master Swords. You didn't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
nice.
pretty nice. It was like, it was funny getting Master Sword and just being like, oh hey, I have the most powerful sword in the game now.
Yeah, I was kind of chuckling at the irony that was a while back in which we had a Master Sword pedestal that was swordless. You just pull that big Master Sword out and you just say, "Oh, yeah, you win."
That's pretty cool.
I only had 5 deaths, and none of them were to a boss except for that one Ganon death.
Yeah, I'm surprised, by the way, how close you were with that Vitreous fight. Oh my goodness. Very, you were on a half a heart.
Who was me?
No, yeah, it was Elminster.
Oh, Mister. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, it's better than no hearts.
Then getting hit by the fire bat. Has to start again.
It was the scariest thing was that I went into the fight with 2.5 hearts. Like I took a whole bunch of damage in the dungeon. I took a bunch of damage getting the chest on spikes, and I think I got hit by something else. I don't remember. I was like, I'm too far in the dungeon to do anything about it. I'm just gonna go to the end and hope I don't die. And 2.5 hearts, an eye hitting me is gonna kill me, but a lightning won't. And I was like, okay, I can take one lightning. It's all right. I took one towards the end of the fight, and it didn't turn out to be that bad.
Yeah. And BVB Kermit is now entering Ganon's Tower, so he'll pick up his Ice Rod eventually.
Oh yeah, I would have gone right side GT if I had magic, but you know, I didn't. Oh, Kermit's going right side with no magic.
No, he looks like he mirrored.
Oh yeah, you guys are ahead of me.
But yeah. Anything in the sea that kind of annoyed you, like item placement?
No, you know, the seed, it really didn't feel bad. The only part that feels bad is that I died like 16 times, so I was just dying everywhere. I died in Turtle Rock so many times, died on Trinex because he placed them close to the wall. Just so much bad RNG.
Yeah.
The joys of expert mode, I suppose.
Yeah, this sea was the thing to watch as Sinhe dies again.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, unfortunate for him.
You kind of take that blue mail and red heart or red mail for granted, you know, when you're playing the regular seeds.
Yeah, just how much life they give you in the regular seeds as well.
Yeah, I actually had to do green mail all the way up to Ganon's Tower. I was not happy, and that was in my second in randomized seat ever.
Did you guys see my blind fight?
I don't remember.
I remember one really quick. I don't remember exactly how you did it.
Okay, so I went in with like 2.5 hearts, and because I took a bunch of damage in the dungeon, which I seem to do a lot. And I was like,
and then you heal with that one potion that gave you enough hearts to win.
no, it wasn't the potion. I don't think. No, it wasn't the potion. So I did the start of the blind fight, like you know how if you do it correctly, it's like scripted. You just follow the script and you dodge. You know where everything's gonna be. I was like a couple frames late with one of my sword hits, so he was completely off script, and it was total chaos. There were things going all around the room, and near the end of the fight, I got hit by one of the heads, so I took 2 hearts of damage. I only had half a heart left. I actually grabbed the Cane of Birna, and for the last hit, I activated it, even though it sucks a lot of magic out in Expert. I activated it like for the last hit, right on top of him, so he died. I was not risking that.
That was amazing.
Sinhe, unfortunately, getting bodied by a bat. He's got to be a little bit more careful on that. One heart left.
And we have had another victim of this expert mode race, but not for lack of trying. This seat was kind of mean if you didn't know what you were doing. And BB Kern has his ice rod and is in go mode.
I kind of expected Andy to win because Andy always does the really hard seeds.
Yeah, Andy is amazing to say the least.
All right, so Karma heading back into Turtle Rock to finish off Trinex.
And we are finally have Sinhe at phase 4, but only on one heart, so it has to be careful.
Gotta make sure you get the storage glitch.
Let's say we got the torch glitch.
So Barrybondz, we were saying earlier how the seed was very kind early and then stalled for quite a while.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It didn't really feel like. I feel like at 50 minutes, I had 3 dungeons complete, which was pretty good.
Yeah, and then it's pretty much clear dungeons until you realize, oh hey, the last item's in Gan's Tower.
I think the fact that we forgot about the potential of being in Ganon's Tower was not too bad because we had to double dip T-Rock anyways because it had the mushroom which led to Quake, which led to Mire, which was a crystal.
Yeah.
So it didn't waste too much time.
Yeah, we quickly figured out that it was either in Ganon's Tower or Thieves Town, so when you check that Thieves Town big chest, that was all that was left.
Yeah, our tracker for the day, Math Girl, was the first one who brought up the fact that Ice Rod could be in Ganon's Tower. So that was the kind of revelation for us.
Yeah.
I think I've only done 3 races in the past month, so I'm kind of rusty. And then you go into a race like this, like a seed this style, kind of forget stuff.
Yeah, this is the first time I played Randomizer since the 2nd of January.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in the Sandy tournament coming up?
Yes.
I am going to be part of the commentary at least. And we have another finisher. And another victim. But our victor, another finisher, is our third feature runner, Sinhe. 9th place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 49 minutes, and 16 seconds. With a comment, most awful Ganon ever.
But double props to him for finishing this off when dealing with the power outage as well.
Yes. He did an amazing job.
That's crazy. GG to him.
Gonna reach out to him to see if he wants to pop into the booth for a moment. Okay, Sinhe will be joining us as well momentarily.
Overall, I enjoyed the seed. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to call.
I feel like I've played, this was an expert mode. I feel like I've played a hard mode that's been more difficult than this one, even though this one kind of took longer. Because it was all dungeon. I think that's kind of what the difference was.
And someone has corrected me on the pronunciation there. I did not know it to begin with, so thank you. It is Sinhe.
Kermit's gotta be a little bit careful on the Trinex fight. Oh no.
What killed him? I didn't even notice.
He touched the head.
So yeah, Kermit's the last of our feature 4, but is definitely not going to be one of our last place ace runners. He is doing an amazing job. This seed was just painful in general.
Yeah, it definitely lived up to its name of expert, that's for sure.
Yeah. And we have Sinhe in the call. Congrats on persevering through this seed despite the power outage, man. That was amazing. Not so much the Ganon fight, but, you know, just persevering in general.
Okay, now it should be working, hopefully.
Yes,
Yep, hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, and again, congrats on persevering despite the power outage, man. That was a... That
Okay.
shows tenacity.
Alright, now everything is working. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I have to give you props, man, for continuing the seed despite having a power outage halfway through.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate, but I mean, I didn't lose that much. It was literally just Elga 1 and then Pot. I knew where everything were. So I could kind of go mode the seed up until the point where I left off.
Yeah, and that Ganon fight was not exactly kind to you either, unfortunately.
No, this is probably the most least fight I've practiced at all. At least on low hearts. Like 8
Yeah.
hearts, Ganon, I've basically never done that before. I'm okay with Master Sword only green mail, but with 8 hearts, nah. That's a little bit rough for me.
Yes.
Well, you
And,
persevered and you finished, so GG to that. Definitely a fun seed to watch for sure.
Yes, and speaking of which, we now have our 10th place finisher in here, in the SRL. Salty Fry with a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 58 seconds.
All right, so Sinhe, any thoughts on the seed as a whole other than the Ganon issues?
Well, overall, the seed was actually quite nice. My bossing weren't all that bad, except for that, well, one death at Trinix, which was really unfortunate, yeah. But yeah, overall, I kind of enjoyed the seed. I can't really complain. Expert mode is fun.
Yeah, I can see it is a challenge to be sure. That goes without saying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The last of our feature 4 BB current is actually on their way to Trinix right now to fight them again.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't blame him. I mean, low hearts, Trinix, one of the worst enemies, at least for me. That was the dungeon I was most worried about, especially that laser bridge.
And we have another victim, another forfeit has come in.
I'm happy to see that 10 people finished this.
Yeah, it's nice to see difficult seeds get finished at the very least.
Because this is I really enjoyed this seed. Like, I enjoyed playing through it, and I'd like to see a couple more races like this. But there's always a thing of like, what kind of turnout is it going to get? Are people going to enjoy it? And I think this is pretty enjoyable for a decent amount of people. I know it said it's victims, but it's not for everyone. But I think people still had fun with it.
See, for myself personally, when I go into seeds, I like to test myself. So it's seeds like this that I would personally enjoy myself, even though I'm not that great at the game. At least it gives me a test of my abilities.
BBB current got kissed by Trinix. It is back without magic. And I just did check who is left in this race. Combined with all the forfeits and finishes, we only have 3 more racers competing right now. One of which is our last feature runner, BBB Kermit. So this race is just about wrapped up in terms of everyone finishing. So give a shout out to everyone who was racing today. They put on one heck of a show, both on the featured runners and all the ones that aren't being featured today. They did an amazing job and put in a good effort at the very least.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we gotta get this snake dragon down. Unfortunately, a lot of ice on the ground. That's gonna make the second hit difficult.
And the fire hit is down. Now he just has to worry about the ice head.
Oh, gets bitten, unfortunately.
I have to ask BBK. I have to ask you, man. Do you think BBK should take down the ice head first, just so he doesn't have to worry about that ice? That's something I usually do, actually, is if I don't want to deal with the ice, I take out that head first, even though it might be a little slower.
Yeah, in this case, if he doesn't know how to do the strat, like, behind the head, probably killing the firehead's gonna make it a lot easier for him.
I was saying kill the ice head first, even though it's slower.
Oh, sorry, man, I said, yeah, I agreed with you. Because, yeah, once that ice starts spewing all over the ground, it's pretty rough.
Alright, so we're going back to try this one more time.
Yeah, we are pushing the 3-hour mark here. Again, give every single one of these runners that we've featured a follow. They deserve it. Especially Kermit, and especially Sinhe, because of their tenacity. That despite all the hardships they done, they kept pushing forward.
Kermit is determined.
Yes, absolutely. Alright, first head goes down.
Yeah, now, and he managed to get the ice head to not spew any ice just yet. He's just waiting for a good opportunity to strike it.
Ice head's not doing too much of anything. It might be glitched out.
I don't know, yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know you can even glitch out the ice head.
I don't think Kermit's gonna complain about that one.
And he's down to the third phase. Now he just has to kill Trinex's body.
Gotta avoid getting hit though. And down goes Trinex.
Yep, finally, BBB Kermit has officially met the requirements of the goal, killing all the bosses except for Agatu. He will now ascend Ganon's Tower to finish off this seed. And again, props to him for having the tenacity to keep going despite all of these deaths.
Alright, so now the climb to Aghanim 2.
Hopefully that'll be kind to him despite being on 2 hearts.
He's gonna need some arrows.
Is he?
Yeah, he's only got 2.
Oh boy, yeah, you're right. Hopefully he realizes that.
He has shovel, I would hope, and yeah, he should be able to dig outside.
Yeah, he has shovel. But gets sniped by the red mimic.
I do like, yeah. You know, a lot of people don't really want to do the expert mode seeds. They are definitely hard, so I give props to like everyone who participated in this race.
Yeah. There is quite a lot of execution that goes into these, and it just shows you how tenacious you have to be in order to pull off something like this.
It gives you a bit more of a appreciation for the safety items as well when you're playing for other seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Blue Mail. How I missed you.
And BB Kermit saves and quits.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have arrows to continue with that room.
He could have mirrored and dug outside. That would have saved him a little bit of time.
Yeah, that probably would have been the best thing to do. You might go to the secret shop. I think they sell them.
Yeah, Secret Shot does sell the arrows. And for those of you who don't know where the Secret Shop is, it is south of Bumper Cave, 2 screens down, 2 transitions down. It is normally where you would be able to buy the fire shield for 500 rupees. Instead, choosing to go to desert. Are there any arrow pots in the desert?
Yeah, there is right by the big chest. You'll get 10 arrows from there.
All right, nice. Of course,
I'm surprised he thought of that. I probably wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just dug.
I mean, if you really want arrows, you go to Eastern. That place is like, what? Ton of jars? Yeah, he's checking all the pots here, and they're filling up his quiver as much as he can.
Up to 26 now, so it should be pretty good at this point.
Yeah. Penny doesn't have too many misses. You know what? I think he maybe forgot that he has shovel.
It's possible. We basically had to like full clear the seed.
So yeah, he's gonna be heading up to Ganon's Tower once again to ascend to fight the Item 2. And we have not had any more finishers coming in.
No, they all might be in the same kind of boat of resource management at this point.
Or fighting Ganon. I'm struggling.
Well, yeah, that too. Big is never fun to deal with, for sure.
So yes, we're gonna have BB turn back in Ganon's Tower. Set him your energy, folks. He needs it to finish strong. This seed has been brutal on most of our runners.
Gotta avoid the Lionels. Oh no.
Oh. That's painful. Come on, Kermit, you can do it. Frustration slash is going out. Getting pummeled by boulders. This is not looking good for him. All right, let's see if he can get past Lionel's. I'm hoping he does.
Yeah, hopefully he can avoid getting sniped. They do 4 hearts of damage, so 1 pop will unfortunately hurt quite a bit.
Oh, that is smart. He's grabbing the fairy here so he can take a hit.
Yeah, definitely a nice pickup. Mirrors away from the blast.
That'll reset the position of Lionel's as well. So the ones in the back won't aggro on him. And uses the iframes to get through. Very nicely done. Now let's hope his tower climb is just as good.
Yeah, with the arrows under his belt now, he should be okay this time.
I'm more worried about him taking too much unnecessary damage.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
I always take this room for granted because I just run across the spikes, but has to be a lot more careful here on Expert. Gets to the first mimic room. And the second one. Alright, he's through the mimics. And setting up the switch here so that he can get past safely. Smart
Yeah,
play.
this deep into the tower, you don't want to have to go back unless something bad happens for sure.
Well, I actually don't like hitting that switch these days because it messes up trying to get the 2-for-1 with the powder, but he doesn't have the powder, he doesn't have to worry about it.
Gets the little resource management refill.
Yeah, nice little break room before the gauntlet here. And he's going to be a little bit liberal over zeros here. Because they take down these Staphos quite easily.
Misses with that one.
needs that heart. Beamoses are being kind of rude. Gonna choose to ignore it.
I believe you get a heart in one of these spots here. There's another one on the floor.
Oh, it's a stun prize! The Beamos, though!
Beamos being a little rude. Oh no.
No, no! Gets hugged by the Zazak! And back to start he goes. Kermit is not having a good time.
No, this tower has been slightly unkind to him.
And we're getting a cue here that we should probably wrap this up soon, unfortunately. So yeah, I think we should probably kill it. Unfortunate here that we're gonna leave you guys. I was wondering what's happening to be current, but maybe you should go and see how he is doing on his end, and watch him finish there. And as for us, I think we should wrap it up, shouldn't we, Dark Falls?
Yeah. So I was Dark Falls 1983. With me today was Wolflink 0370. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned later tonight at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. We will have more daily races.
And stay tuned to Speed Gaming. I'm sure they have plenty of stuff here. I don't have the schedule up in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I saw there was a Zelda one and some race coming up here in just a little bit, or it could have been moved to a different station.
Z1 is going up on Speed Gaming 1 at the moment. And please follow both of our trackers today, behind the scenes, Math Girl as well as Maximini. Thank you guys for the tracking. I was Dark Falls 1983. With me was Wolflink. Thank you guys, and I'll have a great evening.
We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Later, folks.